Welcome to Life Moves. I'm Saeed Mahmood. We are in Bahrain. We're going to be in Manama, the capital of Bahrain, for a few hours. I'm going to walk around, and I've found that sometimes the most random things bring the most interesting experiences. We landed at the airport and took right from there, and there was the bus stop where bus number A1 stops roughly about every 20 minutes. So we were able to pay using Saudi Riyal, and converted to Bahraini currency is 0.3 BHD one trip, and we're going to Manama Souq, the center of the city, and we're going to go and check it out. We are taking in our first glimpse of Manama, Bahrain. A lot of the workers in Bahrain, the ones that work in small businesses or construction and so on, a lot of them are from the South Asian nations. For example, we met some very nice Bangladeshi gentlemen when we were waiting for the bus at the airport. Before we figured out that we could use Saudi Riyals, we asked for money exchange where it was and whatnot, and they were very kind to offer to pay for our bus ride. That was really nice, but it wasn't necessary in the end because we were able to use Saudi Riyal. But then they asked us where we wanted to go. We didn't really have any specific particular point, but we wanted to get to the general Souq market area. So we said the spice market, the spice bazaar. So they were kind enough to get off the bus with us. They were probably getting off the similar location anyway, but then they were kind enough to walk us to the actual spice market, that part, and they showed us, okay, here is your spice market. So we said thanks to them, and then we moved on from there exploring. Mango চাও না milkshake চাও? তাহলে mango একটা নেই, small medium large চাও? Large mango large, হ্যাঁ। বড় mango ধরে ভিতরে বসো। ভিতরে? আচ্ছা, ঠিক আছে। Okay, so they offered us to go in and sit down, but there's not much room there. They do breakfast and stuff, burgers, chapatis, small place. We are walking through the winding, narrow alleyways of Manama Souq. All sorts of things over here. You've got spices, you've got clothes, shoes, sandals, pretty much everything that you can think of. It's a really cool place to walk around and see. One interesting thing is that not these ones, but slightly wider ones will have massive cars go through them. You'd see the Arabs driving through these narrow alleyways. They'll stop their huge cars and just ask for prices and buy through the car window. And the car behind would just simply stop and wait while they do that. And anyone who is walking around will just walk and the cars will stop. So that's the way it is. Next up, we entered a Bahraini restaurant for dinner. One pomegranate juice, please.
Spicy with chicken?
Not very spicy. Medium spicy. I can pay by card, right? Thank you. So we sat down at a restaurant, Danet Al Tawawish, and it appears that the riyals, Saudi riyals that we have, 10 riyals work as 1 Bahraini dinar effectively, and you can use it here. So if something is 1 Bahraini dinar, you can pay 10 riyals, or if it's less than 1 dinar, they will just give you the change back, sometimes in dinar or sometimes in riyals. So we are having some tikka along with some juice, and we're going to figure out what else we need, because we're not quite sure about the size of the dish. So once it comes, we'll figure out the rest. Most dishes cost around 1, some of them up to 2 Bahraini dinars. This is the kebab that we ordered, tikka. This comes with a bread, Arab bread as a base, and you've got 1, 2, 3 more. I don't know if there's enough meat to have 4 pieces of bread. It's quite large ones, but let's see. Thank you. So here's our pomegranate juice. And we're having the kebab tikka with bread, and it feels a bit too dry for our taste, so we ordered a curry as well, a lamb curry, and that's what we're gonna have along with this bread. So we got the lamb curry. We grab it with a piece of bread. It's better than the tikka. It's not spicy hot, but there is an overpowering spice in there. We are taking in the colors and the sights and sound of Manama Souq. We are now heading next up to the main tourist attraction of the Manama Souq. We'll show you just now. There's this kid ahead of us who doesn't seem very happy here. So we just grabbed this juice. This is shamam, which is a melon, and it's really good, really tasty, very refreshing. This is 400 fils, which is equivalent to, we paid in riyals, Saudi riyals, which was 4 riyals, which is kind of like 1 pound. So it's a pretty good deal. It's quite a big glass of juice for about 1 pound. So it turns out that this is the tourist attraction. This is what the tourists come to see. What we saw before, that was more like the local market, which was very interesting. And if I knew, I'd still go there again. But this is the tourist attraction. Let's have a look. This is the Bab Al Bahrain part. This is the part that's more orchestrated, more designed to be appealing to the tourists. And I can see the attraction is really beautiful and nicely done, nicely designed. But what we saw before, that was more like the market, and they have some of those similar things as well. But I'm sure this part would be very expensive. But this is the part that people usually come to. The tourists come here and then we'll start walking from here, from that gate. All right. So here's the Bab. You can definitely start from here, and here's a map of the entire market, so you can see which part is where and go wherever you are interested in. So overall, we got 4 bus tickets, 1 mango juice, 1 meat tikka, 1 lamb curry, 4 flatbreads, 1 pomegranate juice, 1 shamam juice, and a souvenir for 6 Bahraini dinars. That's about 12 pounds. So that gives you some idea how expensive or otherwise Bahrain is. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any comments, I'd love to hear from you. Your comments help me as well. Boost the video up on YouTube. And if you have not already subscribed, please consider subscribing to our channel. We'll come to you from another country, another day, very soon. See you in the next video. Happy traveling.